Put a date on the calendar of when you want to get married. And then you have a timeline. The same way when you know you have graduation coming up.
Hello and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love, the podcast. I am your host, Tina Shayani, and the head coach at T-Shay Coaching. If you are looking to attract a loving partner to build a relationship with that gets better with time, if you are looking to deepen your current relationship, or you just want to live a happier life, you are in the right place. Every week we will discuss a new topic that will bring you understanding, clarity, and the tools to become the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself.
Welcome to this week's live here in Journey to Lasting Love. Let's jump right into this week's topic, the real reason that you are single, and it's not because you're unlucky. I hear that a lot. Well, maybe I'm just not lucky. Or I hear maybe because my nose is too big, my ass is too flat, maybe because like thousands of reasons that people come up with. And I'm here to tell you that all of those reasons are just nonsense and they are excuses and they are not the real reason why you are still single. It's not because you're not pretty enough, not smart enough, not whatever enough. And I want to address the thing about the big butt, big nose, big lips, too fat, too skinny. I want to address that first. Everyone, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like, if they get the internal piece correct, nothing on your outside is going to prevent you from finding love. And I'm going to say this in a way that's a little bit crass, but you are not the ugliest person on this earth. And you know what else? Even ugly people get married. So stop with that ridiculous insecurity about your looks, too fat, too skinny, whatever, all of those things. That is not a reason. That is not the reason why you are single. That may be, among other things, the reason that you're not dating a supermodel, but who really wants that anyway? So my point is that it's not your external that are preventing you from finding real lasting love. But what is it? What is it that is really standing in your way? You ready for this one? It is your mental state. It is your thoughts. It is the words that you repeat both inside and out loud through your mouth to anyone that will listen about yourself and about love. And that is what's holding you back. The other important factor that goes along with it, we make plans in our life. We say, okay, in 4 years, I'm going to graduate college. And in our freshman, sophomore year, and in the case of some people that I know, they started planning for college in second grade. So we plan for these things. So we plan when we're in high school to spend 4 years in college, and we plan to be finished in 4 years. And in the middle, freshman year, sophomore year, whatever it is, we start to plan for and certainly by senior year, we start to plan for the next phase. We are always planning for the next phase in life. But with the relationship, with the love piece, we kind of just like leave it up to chance and we expect it to just happen. And I'm here to tell you that that concept is standing in your way. Like everything else in your life that has become a success, it takes thought and it takes planning. It's not going to just happen magically. So it's time to make some decisions. Where is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to achieve in life? What kind of relationship do you want to have? So there is a rabbi, his name is Rabbi Manis Friedman, that gives a lot of beautiful advice. He's actually the most watched rabbi on YouTube. And he actually says,
Put a date on the calendar of when you want to get married. And then you have a timeline. The same way when you know you have graduation coming up, it kind of puts a limit on the amount of time that you can spend on certain things. So when you know you have graduation, you take steps, you get the apartment, you look for the job, you do the things. And this is the same way. If you put that date on the calendar that I want to be married in 2 years. Now, we're not going to go and kick ourselves in the head if that doesn't happen. But it does put in a parameter, it puts in a guideline. So then it pushes you to take steps in order to achieve that goal. And don't be afraid to say it. In our society today, we are so open and free and anything goes, which is great. But the other thing that happens is when we have too many options, we end up with nothing. It's actually like a thing. It's called the paradox of choice. When you go into a situation in life, this happens to me at the big breakfast buffets or the big dinner buffets. You go in and there's so much to choose from, and everything looks like a good option. So when we have too many choices, it becomes more difficult to choose, and we often end up choosing nothing, or we get so tired of looking and thinking and choosing that we end up just choosing at random. This is what happens to me at those fancy buffets. I always end up with the worst food because I go in, I look at all the things and I get overwhelmed by the number of options. And then I get tired of looking and I just pick whatever is closest to me and I walk away and I'm somewhat exhausted from the breakfast buffet. Now translate this into our lives. If we have infinite choices that like I could have this kind of relationship, I could have that. If we are open to everything, we end up with nothing. So we have to kind of close in and make some decisions. Like if I decide before I go into the buffet that I want to have steak, well, that takes so many options away and I can have my focus and I'm probably going to end up with a better meal. So it's kind of counterintuitive. So I want to say to you, make a decision on the type of relationship that you want to have. Do you want a short-term relationship? Do you want a long-term? Are you looking for a relationship that's going to lead to marriage? So that is really decision number one.
Hey, I just have to pause for a second because if you're here, I know you're serious about making a change, and I want to help you do exactly that. I offer one-to-one coaching designed to give you the clarity, strategy, and confidence to take action and see real results. No more second guessing, no more feeling stuck. It's time to move forward with a plan that actually works and works quickly. And if you're looking for daily insights, live sessions, and exclusive content to keep you motivated, make sure you connect with me on Instagram and YouTube. Join my Facebook group, Journey to Lasting Love. But here's the thing, spots for my coaching fill up really fast and they're very limited in number because I work closely with my clients and get real results fast. So if you're ready to take the next step, don't wait. Head over to my website, tshaycoaching.com, and book an exploratory session for today. Let's see if this is the right fit for you. All right, let's jump back in.
So then when you have made that decision and you are out in the world and you meet someone that wants to have a casual relationship with you, you're not going to waste your precious time with that person. You will easily be able to walk away. And that makes life so much better. It makes everything so much better because you don't have to constantly be deciding. You have already made the decision about what you're looking for. This is the kind of relationship that I'm looking for. And then you are not open to the casual relationship. So then you don't spend your time and energy and your life on that. So it's easy to then walk away. The other thing is if there are things that are deal breakers. So we don't waste our time with people that are clearly not for us. So I want to say that this concept of making the decision of what type of relationship you want to have is a big thing that gets in the way of a lot of people. So decide what type of relationship you want to have. Put in place a timeline for yourself that I want to have this relationship by this point in time, by this time in my life. And then it will be easier to take steps to get there. The other thing I hear from a lot of people is like, oh, I'm so young right now. I'm just gonna stay with this relationship, even though I know it's not for me. Because I ask this question a lot. I say, well, well, we've been together for 3 years. We started dating in college. And I ask the question, is this the one? And there is silence. Or there's, yes, absolutely, this is the one. So if you can say, absolutely, this is the one, you're in a good place. But that silence, and then it follows with, but I'm so young, I'm not ready for that now. But what you are doing is you are investing yourself and your precious and valuable time in something that you know is not going anywhere. Why we do this, there is a so many reasons, and but decide on what you want to have and start working towards that goal. And that is a big thing that stands in the way and will keep people single or unmarried for longer than they want because they don't make that decision and they waste their time. The other thing is that people are afraid to start. And it's all part of a learning process. It's like taking, I don't know, Psych 101 before you can take the higher level PhD classes. So when you start to date, and you're doing it seriously, you are at that beginner level class. So you need to go through some different dates and different relationships, and they don't need to last forever. Within the first year, you should be able to decide if this is your person. And I'm going to tell you something else that many of you won't like. If at the 1 year mark, if you are still an I don't know, that I don't know means no. If you are a year is enough time to decide. That's another problem that people a trap that people fall into, this go with the flow kind of attitude, this lack of structure, is that they stay too long in something that they know is not for them. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You know when someone is for you and when they are not. We know a lot more than we give ourselves credit for. And that's one of the great things about coaching. Each human being is different, and each of us have our own specific blocks. So when you talk with someone, and a coach is a person who is more goal oriented than a therapist, you are going to achieve your goal much faster than this kind of la la waiting for things to happen to you. So I want to say to you, take control of your life and take control of your destiny and live your life on purpose and with purpose. Do things according to a plan instead of waiting for them to just happen. So yes, there is a part of it that is an unfolding, that one thing leads to another, but it is still within the parameters of your master plan. And it's not about control, but intention. This is the direction that I want to go in. This is my ultimate goal. And then when life sends you different things, you can see if this opportunity that is in front of you is worth taking or not. Is this person going to lead me to my ultimate goal of marriage and a family? Is this relationship taking me to where I want to be? Is this relationship going to make me a better version of myself? So when we go into things armed with this information, it is much easier to succeed. It's much easier to recognize the person that is for you and the person that is not for you. So why are you still single? It's not because you're the ugliest person in the universe. It's not because you are unlucky. It's because your intentions within yourself are not clear. And once you have those clear intentions, when you know what it is that you want and you know the time period in which you want this to happen, then you can take action with intention. You can take action with intention. And so many times we are just afraid. We are just afraid to say that this is what we want. And you don't have to make a proclamation out loud. You don't have to wear a sign around your neck, but do it for yourself and within yourself, and then act accordingly. You know, so many times in life, we don't take action because we feel that if we don't act, then we didn't fail. But if you don't act, you can never have success. So I invite you to think about your life. Think about the relationship that you want to have. Think about the end game for yourself and start to, on purpose, move in that direction.
Thank you so much for being here. If this resonates with you, don't let the journey stop here. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Join my Facebook group, Journey to Lasting Love, for daily insights, live discussions, and exclusive content designed to help you grow and thrive. But if you're truly ready to create real change in your life, nothing beats personalized support. My one-to-one coaching is designed to help you break through barriers, gain clarity, take action with confidence. Imagine where you could be in just a few weeks from now. Spots are extremely limited, so don't wait. Head over to my website, tshaycoaching.com, and schedule an exploratory session, and let's see if this is the right fit for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an update. I can't wait to connect with you. See you soon.